Hello viewers, today I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful shirt that can fit or can be worn by a girl who is 16, 15 and 18 years old. And when you know or when you learn how to make it, ensure that you make your learners also know how to do the same. Learners in grade 3 up to grade 6 can be able to do this work, and when doing it we will need the two of these 100% acrylic yarn. We will also need a small bit of this purple which is also 100% acrylic, and we will need a hook which is 4 millimeters in size. We will need some markers to mark our work here and there. We will also need scissors to trim the yarn where necessary, and we will need this pin for inserting this lace that you can see here. Welcome to my tutorial and kindly do subscribe. We will start our project by making 130 chains. So we start with a slip stitch and chain 1/4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue and make 130 chains. So we have made 130 chains. So we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put our first double crochet at chain 5. Then go back at chain 4 and put a crochet so that we can have a next pattern. Then proceed, go to the next, put a double crochet, then back to the skipped stitch and put a double crochet. So this is what we are getting, and we proceed doing the same. We skip this stitch, go to the next, put a double crochet, then come back to the stitch and put a double crochet and have our next pattern. So we will continue this way until the end of the round. Okay, we have finished the round. Now we are going to do the last 3 stitches and then turn our work. We realize that we don't have a stitch remaining, but there is no cause of panic. Just put a double crochet at the end there, and it will be the last stitch. So then from there you chain 1 and turn your work and continue putting single crochet throughout the round, and then after that I'll meet you to show you what we are going to do next. So continue working single crochet until the end of the round. We've arrived at the end of the round, so this is what we have. We are going to put the last 2 stitches and then we close our work with a single crochet the end here, then we chain 3. After chaining 3 we turn our work and we continue with the hex pattern. Repeat the hex pattern. Okay, I'm going to put our last stitches and then turn our work. And don't forget the chain here. It means double crochet. Sorry, it means a single crochet. Then we chain 3 and turn our work. And when we turn, we start putting the hex pattern. The hex pattern until we finish the round. So continue, finish the round, and then you flip. Sorry. Okay, we reach the end of the round. We are going to put our last 2 stitches, and then we proceed. Chain 3, turn your work. Then after turning, we continue with the X pattern. We repeat the second row. So continue working, and you keep on repeating the X and the single crochet until you have built this. That is enough for a full waist. You make around 7 rounds. Okay, we have finished the round. We are going to chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we join now. We are not going to turn back. We are going to join our work with a slip stitch on this chain that we made earlier here, a third chain. From there, we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we continue with the hex pattern. Continue with the hex pattern until the end of the round. So continue working till the end of the round. Okay, we have arrived where we made the chain. Now we are going to make the X pattern. Go to this stitch, then come back to the skipped, then skip this, go to the next, make and double crochet, come back to the skipped, then skip this, go to the next, continue this way until you finish the round. Join with a slip stitch, chain 1, then cut the yarn. Okay, I have marked our work. We have in a total we have 170 chains. So 140. So this side we have 70, and this other side we have 70. So we will start working so that we can now start increasing, and we are going to be increasing in front where we have this red mark and this other colorless mark. So we start working. You chain 3. We are putting double crochet all around, and we respect where the markers are. We retain them there. So continue putting double crochet all around until we finish the round. Then from there I'll show you how to increase. So continue working. Okay, I have finished the round where we were putting free double crochet but maintaining the mark. So what we are going to do is we are going to join our work with a slip stitch on top of this chain here. Then from there we make a single crochet this way so that the work will look seamless. Then from there we continue putting double crochet, we chain 3, I'm sorry. Then we continue putting double crochet until we get where we have our first mark. Okay, we are going to remove the mark and then do our first increase. We put 3 double crochet in the same space so that we have 3 stitches together, and then we return the mark in the middle chain where we will be increasing always. So continue until you get where we have the next marker. Then I'm going to show you what to do. The next mark is here. Okay, it is important to note that this is where we are ending our round. So from here to the area of increase, we have 17 stitches, and from the same area of increase without counting these 3 to this area, we have 16. So we are going to put a front post in the stitch which is having a mark, stitch 16. We put a front post because we want this stitch to resemble the one which is ending the round here, because when we end the round, it is appearing as if it is a back stitch. A front post. So this is how we will be ending this one so that they can correspond, the two of them, when we do the increase here. Then from there we skip this, we chain 1, we skip this stitch here, skip the stitch and put a front post, a double crochet on top, then a front post, then skip this stitch and go to the next, do the same. Continue working and work around 8 of these stitches, work 8 of them, then I'll meet you. Okay, we have arrived where we have the mark on the side of the back. I've already made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 X pattern. Now we are going to chain this 17 and then do the increase. So we chain 1, chain 1, skip this stitch, go to the next, and continue with the free double crochet until we get where we have the mark so that we can do the increase. I'll meet you here. Okay, we have arrived at the middle, at the center of the back. So we put 3 double crochet together so that we can increase our work. Remember, we did it in front, so this is the back, and anytime we come across when going round, we will be increasing at the chain which is in the middle. The chain in the middle, we will be receiving 3. So we continue working. Now continue with the free double crochet until you get this mark. That by that time you have made 17 stitches. So continue working. Okay, we are through with the back. Now we are going to make the side just like we made this side. So we are going to do the, okay, we chain 1. I've already done that. Then skip this stitch, go to the next, put a top double crochet, then a front post. Then you continue doing the same until we get where we have the mark. So continue working until we get where we have the mark. Okay, we've reached the end of the round. So from here henceforth, the patterns will dictate what we are going to do. When you get to the area of closing, you do the simple closing that I showed you. Then from there you make this free double crochet. Once you come here, you increase at the middle stitch, you put 3, and then proceed with the free double crochet. When you come this side, you put the hex pattern all the way, and at the back you put a free double crochet, 17 of them. Then you come in the middle, we have 3 stitches, you increase again, and you proceed like that. So we are going to close our work with a slip stitch, and then we proceed for 1 round. Then from there you will be doing it on your own. Now we put a slip stitch here in the third chain. Then from there we put a single crochet just as shown in the video, so that this stitch appears as if it is a front post. Then chain 3. From there continue putting double crochet on top of every stitch until we get to the area where we're supposed to increase our work. And remember, this is the front. Okay, we've arrived where we have the mark, so we get it out and increase in the middle stitch. We put 3 double crochet in the same space. Then we return the mark in the middle stitch, because anytime we pass through there we have to increase to grow the bump of this sort. Proceed until we get to this area. Always remember to put a front post in this stitch so that it can resemble the stitch where we are closing our work. Remember, when we do the finishing here, this stitch is appearing as if it is a front post. So to correspond or to make the work look balanced, you have to put a front post here. Then from there you chain 1, land to this pattern here, and this is how we are going to treat it. Put a top double crochet in the first stitch and then a front post. Land to the other X, top double crochet, then a front post, and anywhere you meet this pattern, even the other side, this is what you've been doing. So continue working and finish the round. Once you get here, you increase this in the middle stitch. Okay, this is how far we have gone in making our short. Now I have from the belt here, I have made 13 rows all the way down here. Now we are going to change the pattern a bit, where we will take 2 rounds of free double crochet without doing this pattern, but we will maintain where we are increasing 3 stitches in the middle of this stitch. So work around the 2 rounds of free double crochet without putting this pattern here. So we close with a slip stitch and set on. One, two, three. So it is double crochet all through. We'll go for 2 rounds, then we are going to meet. But remember, we are still increasing. Only this pattern that we are discontinuing. Continue. When we arrive at this area where we are discontinuing the pattern, we are going to maintain this pattern of 1 stitch here. Just to put a front post, then chain 1, skip to this stitch here and put double crochet. The 2 of them should receive double crochet. The next pair the same until you complete. You go around or you complete this area where we have the pattern. So you can see we have changed the pattern. So once you complete this row, you take another one of free double crochet, and remember to do the increase both in front and at the back as you are doing. Where you meet a chain, respect the chain. We are only changing this pattern. Okay, we have finished the 2 rounds. Actually, I've made 3 because I want mine to be a bit longer, but you can still work with 2 or hand to make them 3. So we are going to close with a slip stitch and then change the pattern. Chain 3. Then from here, we are going to skip this stitch, go to the next, put a top double crochet, then a front post, then skip this, go to the next, put a top double crochet, then a front post, then skip this, go to the next, top double crochet, then a front post until the end of the round. And remember, we are going to increase and we are going to respect where we meet the chain. You just put a chain there. Where you meet a front post, put a front post there and then work your way round. So continue working. I'll meet you where I find that you need some instructions. We've reached the area where we are doing increase. So what we are going to do is we skip this stitch, go to the middle stitch and put 3 double crochet together. So we have 3 double crochet together, then we skip this, we go to the next and put a front post and a top double crochet. So this is what we have, and we continue with our pattern until until the end of the round. So continue working. We have finished the round where we are putting the hex pattern, so we are going to put a slip stitch, chain 1, and then cut our yarn and pull through. So after pulling through, we are now going to make the openings or part of our legs opening. So we come to where we were doing the increase and get the stitch, the main row stitch. Get the main row stitch here, and then take our yarn. I've already made a slip knot. Pull through. Then after pulling through, we chain 10. Sorry, we chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we mark uh, stitch number 6. That is where our main row of our chain is. After marking, we continue and make the remaining 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we already have 11. Then we go to where we have our second, we have, the other part where we were doing the increase. We turn our work and we put a slip stitch. We put a slip stitch in the main row stitch. The main row stitch. Then we chain 1 and cut the yarn. I'm using free hands. My scissors are broken. So from there we go back to where we may put the mark. And then we have a slip stitch with us, not a slip stitch but a slip knot. We go to where we have made the middle part, the mark, the boundary, and that is where we will start doing our work. This is where we will start doing the first opening of the leg, and make sure your chain is not twisted, and you take the outer loop, and in this row we are just going to put 3, okay, we chain 3. Then from there we are going to put 3 double crochet in every loop of this chain. You have to move slowly. Here we are, and we are putting in double crochet, so I have to go back. So we have our second double crochet. The chain is also counting as a double crochet. Then we move and get to the second one. This is right here. So we have 3. We have 4. Last one. Not to do the last. We have 1, 2. We have one more remaining. This is hidden here. Then from there we put our first double crochet where we have the chain, on top of this stitch, so that we don't get a big gap. Then from there we proceed putting double crochet all around. So continue putting double crochet around this area until we meet where we have started our chain. Where you come across a chain, just respect it by chaining or putting a chain as it is, and then you proceed working. Now we have arrived in the previous area where we were ending our round, so this time we will be ending in the middle of our short here where we have the chain. So what we are going to do here is we chain one and then put and double crochet, we put and double crochet in the stitch and move on. Chain one again, then we move on. If there is a tail there, you tame it. You just crochet it inside your work. Then move on. So this is what we have. Continue working. Okay, we have arrived where we made the chain. So we start working on the chain, putting double crochet, and you tame these tails. Don't leave them behind. Then the next one is here. Just move slowly. It's a delicate area. Don't twist the chain. Remember, this is in between the legs, the two openings of our legs. So what we are going to do is we are going to close our work with a slip stitch. That is what we have. And see how beautiful it has become. Then we chain 3 and start putting double crochet in every stitch. The chain is also counting, so it is standing alone, not in double crochet. This time we are going to put the hex pattern. So we come down here. In this very stitch, we put a front post here. Then we skip this stitch and go to the next, put a top double crochet, then a front post. Continue working that way, and this is meant to strengthen this area of the short because it undergoes a lot of strain of tear and wear. So when the stitches are this way, it is a bit stronger. They won't wear out fast. Then you continue working until you finish this round. So continue with the pattern until the end of the round. Okay, we've arrived towards the end of the round. So we are going to do the last bit on this stitch here. Then a front post. Then we join our work with a slip stitch here. We chain 3 and continue putting double crochet, and we make 3 rounds of 3 double crochet without any pattern. Then you will come after we join. I'll join you after that to show you what to do next. So put 3 rounds of 3 double crochet. Okay, we have finished the rows. I have actually made 3, so you can continue and make 3, or you can work with even 2 if you don't want yours to be that long. So we put a slip stitch, then we chain 3, actually we chain 4, then skip this stitch, put a double crochet in the next, chain 1, skip this, put a double crochet in the next, and this is how we are going to treat this area until the end of the round. So continue with that pattern. Okay, we are going to close our work with a slip stitch, then from there we chain 1 and continue making we make a single crochet all round. Continue making single crochet all around our work, including where we have the chain. So continue making single crochet. We are going to connect. We finished the round. Now we close our work with a slip stitch and make 3 chains. Then from there we skip this stitch, go to the next, then come back to the skip and put a double crochet. So we are doing the X pattern that we did in the mirrored area here. So we continue, skip this stitch here, go to the next, make a double crochet, come back to the skip and make the hex pattern. So this is how we continue until the end of the round, and when the round is over we repeat the single crochet line, then we put the X pattern again for 3 to 4 times, then we will have completed our work. This is what we have so far in this part of the leg opening. Now we are going to close our work with a slip stitch and then do the finishing. So you come here, put a slip stitch, then land in this V and put 2 chains after the slip stitch, then 5 a half double crochet in the same space. One more. Then land the next X and put slip stitch, then repeat the 5 half double crochet in the same space, then slip stitch. So this is what we are getting. So continue working until the end of the round, but I will demonstrate once more. One more, then a slip stitch. So this is what we are getting. Continue working and finish the round. Okay, this is what we've made for this part of the leg opening. You can see how we have ended the pattern. Now we are going to make the second part of the leg. So we just come down here where we had made a chain and count the stitches up to stitch number 6 and make sure this is the back. So we come here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In stitch number 6 you put your crochet on the loop that we left hanging Then we take our yarn and pull with a slip knot and pull through. Once we pull through, we make 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. Then from there we start making double crochet, free double crochet throughout the round. So we have the first one there, then the second is here, then third, fourth, then fifth, then number 6 will be here. Then from there we continue making double crochet all through until we come or we cover this round up to here. I'll meet you here. We complete the round. Okay, this is our shot so far. We have completed making the part of the leg opening. Now we are going to do the finishing in the upper side where we are going to tie the belt or to put the belt. So what you do is you insert your hook in the first area here and then get your yarn through, of course having made a slip knot. Then you chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This will act as the loop for the belt, so you come down with it here and put a half double crochet. Then you make another one and you continue going. Sorry, you are going to make a half double crochet that way. Then a half double crochet, yeah, correct. Then 3 more, you move down this area, make a half double crochet that way. So continue and then go around all this far, but when you come here don't make the chains. Also you want to do when we get here, so keep on going. So we are creating the last one, the last loop. Now from there, these other stitches will just receive half double crochet without loops until we go to the other opposite side of this one. So this is what we have. Like our last one. Then we create a loop. First loop this opposite side. Here we are going to put a slip stitch, not a slip stitch but a single crochet, and then we continue putting half double crochet all round until we meet here. So continue working.